Press Row Show, the number one rated pregame, intermission, and postgame show this side of the Mississippi, south of the Arctic Circle, north of the equator, and west of Croatia. It is a big night here at the Xfinity Mobile Arena as your team, your town, your Philadelphia Flyers look to build on the momentum from Tuesday night. They look for their second consecutive win, and they look to go into the Olympic break with a wee bit of momentum. Because as we know, after the Olympic break, not a lot of time. They'll have a few games, and then the NHL trade deadline hits, and then it's a frantic fury to finish out the season. So tonight is a big night. Can the Flyers keep the momentum going? Can they keep the critics at bay? We're about to find out. And for this special show, not only do we have Anthony SanFilippo here, not only do we have intern Andrew over on the ones and twos, but we have our favorite, number 6 in your program, number 1 in our hearts, Chris Therien, a.k.a. Bundy, here for pregame. How you doing, stud?
Doing good. Yeah, Sixers are on the Fan tonight, 97.5, the Fanatics. So the game is on 93.3, and that means no pregame for me, which means I join you guys for pregame.
It's the perfect storm. It's the perfect recipe for success.
You missed a real opportunity in your intro when you said
if you're gonna
west
try to
of Croatia.
Yeah, what?
Well, it's the last game before the Olympics.
Oh, west of Milan?
You should have done Milan.
Have you noticed that I've been doing different locations between pregame and intermissions? Did it cross your mind at any point that perhaps I was going to use that at some point?
I guarantee you weren't.
You don't know, folks. You don't know.
You weren't. So, anyway.
If you missed the news, by the way, yesterday, I see people in the comments talking about it. Over on Snow the Goalie Radio that we did on Wednesday night at Marlton's, Chickies and Pete's, we talked about Gavin McKenna getting felony assault charges, aggravated assault charges. We talked about whether or not he could fall down the draft board. We can get there in a little bit, but people are now talking about it over there. If you missed the show, don't forget you can go over to your favorite podcast app or on YouTube or Facebook or X, and we got into all of it yesterday. The breaking news, the only thing more breaking than the news was apparently that guy's jaw, and we wish a very speedy recovery.
Oh yeah,
to the person who was.
You think Andrew's wishing him a speedy recovery?
I'm not so sure. Bundy, I don't know if you knew this or not, but yesterday when we found out that Gavin McKenna, was facing these charges, I look at it and I'm like, what are the odds that he falls down the board, especially if things kind of remain in limbo around the draft, at least like in terms of, charges and, will he go to trial or whatever happens, right? And he and I start talking, and then intern interrupts us from the side and goes, guys, that's all fine and everything, but what about Penn State's hockey season? And I was like,
he was dead serious.
And I was like, who cares? And he's like, I care.
After the football season you have, you don't need to worry about anything. You guys are already losers. It doesn't matter.
Here we go.
It must be so nice to just not care about collegiate athletics. No, because you guys don't have a care in the world about Penn State and their potential national championship run because this scumbag.
Here we go.
They're not winning.
Here we go again with the national championship.
I just want to note that
he didn't learn
Andrew,
from James Franklin, did he?
We also have to teach intern Andrew about libel and why you can't say certain things, and so we are going to strike from the record.
So who's the guy you're mad at? McKenna or the other guy?
No, the other guy.
Apparently,
he is upset because of speculation.
Yeah,
reckless speculation.
Speculation is that the other guy pushed his mom.
He called her a name.
And may have pushed her.
Oh, well, then he deserved it. Well, anybody touches your mother, you go after the mother.
Did you see that? Like that?
We'll talk soon. Yeah, we'll talk soon.
I will not repeat that. He just said something very funny, though, that I'll tell you guys after.
Was he watching your show? Is that
no. Oh. Well, maybe, but it was something else. I'll tell you about it after we're on the air. But, here's the thing about McKenna. Bundy, really quick. Let's just say that the accusation out there is true, right? Because there were screenshots going around, and there were rumors that this guy apparently tried to get into it with McKenna in the bar, that the mom might have been there, that he might have called the mom a name, maybe made physical contact. I know that there's kind of that line that you have to walk, and if you're McKenna, you are at a totally different level in terms of people knowing you, wanting to pick a fight, probably wanting to get a payday, all that kind of stuff. When you find out that the guy, in the case of McKenna, nails this dude once or twice, breaks his jaw, all that, do you kind of go, you have to know better, you have to show restraint, or do you go, it doesn't matter, when family's involved, all bets are off?
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
You got to be vigilant of who you are, but at the same time, like, listen, he's 18 years old, right?
Yep.
There's a lot of testosterone. There's a lot of, someone says something about your mother, or even whatever happened, right?
Yep.
So part of that young kid is going to be angry about it. He's going to want to do something where you don't think things through when you're a little bit older, where you would think things through. So I get it. I'm unfortunate the kid broke his jaw. It would have been great if he just cold cocked him and nothing happened.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, he wrecked the guy's face pretty good. A little bit of both. I mean, a little bit of both. But at the same time, what are you going to do? Let some guy call your mother names and possibly have pushed her or shoved her?
Yeah.
That wouldn't have set well with me either at 18 years old.
I don't think it would sit well with anybody at any age,
well,
to be
I'm
honest.
just saying,
right.
Right.
Yeah, especially at 18. Yep.
Yeah.
So anyway, it'll be interesting to see what happens there. Ant and I talked about this yesterday. It seems almost impossible that he's going to face, the 20 years in prison. It's probably going to end up being community service and, maybe a fine. Good thing there's that NIL money maybe flowing through. He thinks that perhaps any fine that
$700,000.
That any kind of fine that has to get paid is going to be nominal compared to what he may be making at Penn State this year. But an interesting story nonetheless. Bundy, we also talked yesterday about Artemi Panarin ending up in L.A. There were a few updates that came out of it, namely that Seattle was offering significantly more money on a 4-year deal. And it's interesting. I wanted to kind of pick your brain on this as a former player. Usually when a guy's made available in the offseason, there might be a conversation about an extension. The organization lets potential suitors maybe work out a potential deal. I can't think of a time in recent memory that we've heard after the fact that a player under contract to a team during the season has allowed the agent of the player being traded to potentially negotiate with other teams in the season.
Right.
Is that common? I don't remember that being much of a thing.
Well, see, the thing was he held all the cards, right?
Yeah.
Because, of his situation. So, I think when they moved him, they got his agent on the phone as one of the suitors at teams that he mentioned, and then they threw an offer at him. Whether it's weird or not, it happened.
Yeah. I just can't think of a time recently where we've seen that before like a freeze or before the trade deadline. Usually,
I'll tell you what, I think Seattle had a package for him together for like $56 million for 4 years.
It was something like that, yeah.
Something crazy, and he didn't want to go to Seattle. So
Interesting update for tonight for the game.
Oh, here we go.
Well, I mean, it's already out there, so some people might know, but if they don't, Linus Ullmark is sick.
Okay.
With the flu.
Oh.
Will not play for the Ottawa Senators tonight, so it's James Reimer.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
Tonight. So.
Okay. Is Emile Andre playing tonight?
Nope. At least he wasn't. When Talkin announced pregame, the only change he announced was Hathaway in for Deloria.
He said earlier this week Andre was
He
playing.
did.
Today, right?
He did indicate that it was a possibility, but no.
No. He
Andre's
didn't say possibility. He said he'll play Thursday.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
So
Andre's in a major Chateau Bow Wow.
it feels like it, right?
He is big time.
Yeah.
What are the odds? I mean, they could send him down, right?
They can. Yes, they can send him down. He does not have to clear waivers.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a weird
They can
spot.
send him down without waivers, right? Andre?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can.
That'd be interesting. I don't know. I don't know what to make of it. It's been a regression in his play. You almost would like to see him have the chance to kind of play his way out of it, but when he has been in the lineup the last few weeks, it hasn't exactly gone very well. What are you giggling about? Oh, here you go.
Landro saying, didn't Bundy play with Reimer?
Means he's been around that long?
Yeah, it's been around for a long time. Yeah. And by the way, there's some people in the chat who are wondering why we're not having Jackie on to atone for her sins for the 3 stars the other night. And I got to tell you, I didn't know that there was a conflict with the Sixers game. I thought because the Flyers were at 7 and the Sixers were at 10, there was enough time for them to have both games on the network, radio station at the same time. So I assumed Bundy was going to be doing pregame radio.
Yeah.
So I did ask Jackie to come on,
And she was over here.
and she came over. She walked over, but we and she had some choice words for a couple of you guys. But it was funny. It's very, very playful.
Listen, the pride of Buffalo will she'll get over it.
Yeah, she'll get over. She'll survive.
Is she from Buffalo?
No.
She's
This is just a running.
She's from Queens.
It's a running bit we have.
Yeah, it's a
We
running
choose
joke.
a different town or a different borough of
Somewhere in New York State.
Yeah.
So, but the funny thing is, and we said this on the show yesterday, after we criticized the Stars like we did the other night, I got an email asking me to pick the Stars tonight. So I am picking the Stars tonight.
Now, Bundy, I want you to make a pact with me, okay?
No.
Because
This is a group effort.
Ant said to me yesterday, he goes, I got asked to pick the Stars. And I said, well, good for you. He goes, but it's going to be a team effort. Like you and I are supposed to be part of it.
Well, I wouldn't ask you.
I think that Ant has to do it by himself.
I'm not asking you.
I think Ant does it by himself.
You look at your phone too much. You don't pay attention to the hockey.
You watch the hockey and still have terrible
I'll ask Bundy. I'll let
Andrew.
I'll let Andrew chip in, maybe some thoughts. See what he says. Unless he's got, is there a Penn State hockey game tonight you got to watch?
His
or no?
iPad's not out, so you never know.
Oh,
Not till tomorrow.
not till tomorrow. Okay, all right. So he'll be paying attention tonight. Then. Okay.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll find out. All right, I guess we should talk about the game that's actually happening tonight, shouldn't we?
Well, I mean, look, it's an important. Every game is important for the Flyers at this point. You put yourself into a hole and behind the 8 ball, but they still believe in that locker room that they can get back into this. And in fairness, they can. It's a tough road to hoe, but they can. They are still 7 points out of a playoff spot, but 2 games in hand. So if you win the games in hand, now you're within 3, right? So that's the thing that you can sit there and say, well, maybe they're a little bit closer than the number appears.
Yeah.
But you still can't have missteps, right? You got to start making up the ground. There's only, 28 games left? Is that correct? 28, 29, whatever it is. You can't really have missteps against teams that you should beat. And Ottawa is a team you should beat because
they're right ahead of you in the standings.
They're right ahead. Well, not just
they're by a point.
It's not even about that. You have a situation here where you're going up against a team who now has to play their veteran backup goalie, who's not very good, right? Their best player, I guarantee you, he'll never say this publicly, but where do you think Brady Tkachuk's head is right now?
It's in Milan.
Yes, because he's Captain America.
Yeah.
For him and his brother.
Yeah.
Right? They're going to go over there and they're going to win the gold medal for Team USA after that whole thing with the 4 Nations last year where they started the fights with Canada and everything else, like all that stuff. I got to think his mind is already there. And I also think that when you're on the road and a lot of these guys, I don't know if they're going to get right back on a plane tonight, Bundy, go to Ottawa. They may leave from here to go on whatever vacation they're going on.
Okay.
I mean, you never know.
Right.
I mean, sometimes it depends on what the guys' plans are, right? Are they going to go back to Ottawa? Are they going to say, I'll catch a flight out of Philly International and go to the island somewhere? It's closer, right? Who knows, right? So they might stay an extra. You might have guys in that situation with the Senators.
Yeah.
And I think that this is an opportunity for the Flyers to do that.
Ottawa comes into this game 5-3-2 in their last 10. The Flyers are 3-5-2. Ottawa lost their last game. Flyers had a win. I mean, I don't know.
Ottawa's a minus 135 favorite on the road tonight.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's changed after the goalie change.
That probably will have changed.
Yeah, I mean, they were coming into the game. You're right. I looked at that earlier. I don't know if that's changed now that their goalie changes have been announced.
Nope, no change.
It's
actually gone up.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I would bet the Flyers now.
You know what's pretty wild? Ottawa this year has a positive goal differential. And all of the other teams that are kind of in the pack trying to pursue that final wild card or that spot within their respective division, they're all like a double-digit minus goal differential.
Yeah.
With the exception of Columbus is +2, but they're the ones that are right on the edge.
Well, they've been red hot.
I'm
too.
just saying it's just interesting to me that even despite having a positive goal differential, they're as far down as they are in the standings.
Yeah, I mean,
But then again, everybody's really tightly compacted.
Didn't they win a game? Weren't they a team that didn't they win like one of those 9-0 games or something?
Ottawa?
Yeah,
they got really crushed by Colorado like 8-1 or 8-0 or something. I remember that a couple.
I thought
and a half ago.
maybe that's what it was. Yeah, that was the game when the whole Ulmark rumor BS thing happened.
Right.
But I thought that they won a game.
Beat the Rangers 8-4 in mid-January.
Maybe that's the one I'm thinking.
They lost 8-2 to Colorado.
Okay.
That was
early in January.
Yeah, that was the Ulmark one. Yeah.
I don't see a super crooked number.
Maybe I just remember them scoring 8 against the Rangers. Maybe that's what it was. Okay. Yeah.
And they've been, I mean, and here you go. Here's another one. They lost 6-1 to Dallas back in November. So they've had some games where they've had a lot of goals hung on them, and the goal differential has been bad. So, I think it's kind of a testament to them. They somehow have a positive goal differential. Now, if you look at the standings, where the Flyers are at right now, they've got 60 points. Right behind them are the Devils, who have 58. And then above them, you've got Ottawa at 61, Florida at 61, Washington, Toronto, both at 63, Columbus at 65. I mean, we always talk about it feels like when things are falling apart, everybody starts going to tankathon. You win a few games, people start talking about how there's a path
it's really close
to the playoffs. You have to jump a lot of teams. That's, I think, where you run into the real complicated part, right, Bundy?
The Flyers need to,
they got to go on a tear, right?
They need to go on like a 10-1 record over 11 games.
Yeah.
There's no other way around it. You can say, they got 2 games in hand here, but there's too many teams in front of them now.
That's the hardest part,
yes,
right?
yes.
Even as a player, you go into a game, you're like, we're going to win this game. You have your money, but you're also kind of aware of where you're at in the standings, right? Does that kind of weigh on a guy's mind where it's like, we don't just have one team to jump. We've got to get past 4 or 5.
All you can focus on is the actual game you play and not look at the standings, because you're going to find yourself. You could, remember I told you about Columbus the other day? They one of their GMs said we'd won 5 games in a row and they'd fallen a point in the standings from where they were before, which is crazy. But that just shows you how hard it is to make up points when you're down in a deficit like the Flyers are, or anyone else for that matter. I mean, Columbus has won 7 in a row. They're still out of the playoffs right now as they stand.
Yeah. The only thing I would say, Bundy, to what you just said, and you're 100% right with it's harder to climb over a lot of teams, is that the unique thing about it this year is that they're all so close.
Yeah,
right? So one game can jump you through. You could jump 3 teams with one game because it's that close, right?
Right.
You could fall as well. You could just as easily fall down further. So it's later in the season when you're sitting at it, go, okay, well, we're 5 points out and we got to get over 5 teams and there's 12 games to go. Okay, then it's much harder. I think at this point you can still sit there and say, because of how close they are, it's hard. It's very hard, but it's not.
Another way to look at
hard.
it is see how many points it takes, how many wins it'll take you to get to 96 points, maybe 97.
Right.
Which is a number, and then you'll get a pretty good understanding of how many games you're actually going to have to win. They don't have a lot of room for error.
No, I mean, they certainly don't. It's interesting, too. You think back to that Islanders game where they got shut out at home, and we said, man, this is a 4-point game. It's a massive swing. I mean, if that goes the Flyers' way, they're sitting at 62 points. The Islanders would only be sitting at 65, right? So they would still be in that final metropolitan spot. But that just goes
but
to
then you're
show
3 points out with 2 games in hand.
I'm saying that just goes to show you how big of a swing those games are, especially with the teams that you're chasing.
Look at the other night, for example, right? Pittsburgh plays the Islanders. It's looking good for a bit because Pittsburgh had a lead, and it leaves the Islanders don't get anything. They end up going to overtime. Someone gets Islanders get 2 points. Pittsburgh gets 1.
That's the worst. It was the
worst
possible.
That's the worst possible scenario.
Yeah, that was the worst possible scenario for sure. For sure. But the one other thing that you can look at from this perspective. And I'm not trying to suggest that this is what makes it easy by any stretch of imagination, because it does not. But the Flyers' schedule, they play all the teams that they have to beat in the second. When they come back, you look at that schedule in March and early April. It's all the teams you're chasing, you're competing with. So the opportunities they're going to be 4-point games in front of you, left, right, and center.
But you're going to lose some of those.
Sure
games
you are.
too.
Sure you are. Sure you are. Yeah, but that's the point. I think when you look at it, you sit there and say the Flyers probably need 35 points in 27 games is what they're going to need.
It's going to be rough.
What are they at now? 61?
They're at 60.
They're going to need more than that. They're going to need like 96, 97.
Well, I said 35. Okay, so 36.
They need the extra point though. Yeah. But what's that equate to for their record? That's
in 27 games.
That's going to be damn near
15, 8, and 3, right? Or 15? No, that's not wrong. That's wrong.
What are you trying? How many points are you trying to get to?
So you got to get to 6 losses. So 15, 6, and 3. Maybe a couple more loser points can change that a little bit another way.
Tonight, so maybe 15.
They have more games than that, yeah.
15, 6, and 6 gets it done.
There you go, yeah. 15, 6, and 6.
Yeah.
So you're still losing 12 games, but you got to get to overtime 6 times.
Playing barely above 500 at that point. It's going to be tricky.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough.
Yeah. So, Anyway. By the way, did you get my text? Did
No,
you see the text I sent?
I don't know. Oh, the thing about the jerseys? I don't know what that was. What was
So
that?
Fanatics, and I wanted you to pull it up on the screen because I think it's absolutely crazy. Fanatics currently on their website has hockey jerseys, Flyers jerseys for sale of players who haven't played here in many years who were random like depth guys, and they're selling them for $500, $600 a piece. And I thought it was ridiculous. Like Harry Zolnarchuk, Andres Lilia.
Harry Zolnarchuk. Remember, he came in kind of hyped, remember?
A little bit.
Yeah.
But they thought he was going to be like a third line winger type. Yeah. It's crazy.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. We'll see if it pays off for them.
Yeah, I couldn't believe the prices. Like, it's one thing to sit there and say, okay, like I'm looking at it now, Eric Gustafson, $499.99. Wow. For Eric Gustafson's jersey.
Oh, man.
Matt Reed, who was at least a decent player.
Yeah, Matt Reed was good.
$750.
Wow.
I kid you not. This is on the Fanatics website right now.
That just seems...
Right?
That seems like it might be missing the mark a little bit.
Yes. Yeah, I just thought it was nuts that this is what they have.
So I think that they were actually worn by the player.
They were. They're game-worn jerseys. It says it.
I get it. That's fine. But it's Andreas.
What does that say? Worn during warm-ups. Oh, geez. It's not like they were...
Yeah, it's the warm-up jersey from the Winter Classic in 2012.
Well, I mean, is there special significance because it was the Winter Classic? I don't know.
It was worn in warm-ups. And it's Andreas Lilia, and it's $750. I mean, come on. Who's paying that?
Somebody will.
Somebody's going to pay for it.
100%.
I don't know.
I've never seen a Lilia jersey in the building.
I mean, come on now, right?
Right, like he wasn't even here long.
No. I don't get it.
How much was the Yuri Laterra one? Is there a Yuri Laterra one on there? I'm wondering.
I don't think he was on
if
that
one's
team,
a little
was
bit
he?
more expensive than the other ones.
I don't think he was on that team.
He was later than that, wasn't he?
Yeah, that was after that.
I think his jerseys are a little bit more expensive. Little pocket in there.
Yeah.
Let's move on to I guess. Well, I mean, what's the big story coming into tonight's game from a matchup perspective? I mean, you've got your former captain, right? Like, does that still get people juiced up? Like,
no,
I don't think it does.
No,
it actually makes you realize how long he's been gone.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it doesn't feel like, oh man, remember when he was here last year? Like, it does feel like a pretty substantial amount of time since Claude Giroux last
for sure
wore the orange and black
for
game.
sure. No, but I mean the game has to matter to them. It has to. Like if they're down there saying that they believe in themselves,
that's a comment that breaks you and makes you lose your thoughts. Bunny, I don't know if you can see that.
I saw it.
Ross and Found asks, how much for an intern pregame worn polo? Intern, you want to...
I'll give you $2 for it. That's fine.
You'll give your polo shirt away for $2.
Yeah, sure.
Your Flyers polo.
Yeah.
You got to ask for more than that.
You know how I got a better one. How much for the shirt that he wore in the dunk tank?
Oh, see that?
Yes. How much for the shirt you wore in the dunk tank?
Has it been washed yet, or is it in like a plastic bag sitting in your garage?
No, I wash it.
I was gonna say that'd be a long time to have like a soaking wet, nasty shirt. Yeah. Like with that water.
Yeah.
Have you ended up with any illnesses or infections or anything since you fell in the water 15 times?
I'm fine. Okay. Yeah, that shirt. I used that shirt because it used to have the Mandalorian on it, but the face like totally just like I think it came out in the wash. So it's just a blank black shirt now.
Okay.
Wally here says I want intern's dunk tank shirt.
There you go, Wally.
I'll sign it for you.
It'll
have to be a great
Wally, you
Sharpie.
just let us know how much you want to donate to the cause. Speaking of donating to the cause, Bundy, I don't want to put you on the spot, but I do feel like as the season goes on, the less we plan out shaving intern's head, the less likely it is to happen.
Yeah, I know. We'll have to get a date and figure it out.
I think we turn it into a fundraiser.
I just don't know where to do it though, because I don't want to get like hair all over the place up here. I don't want to put somebody.
Well, I mean, if we put a thing down, like a towel down of some kind, if we work with the Flyers on this, and maybe have the fly and say we're going to do it, we're going to raise money for Flyers charity, and we'll say, through the people coming in, they have to donate X amount of dollars to us through
You can set a fundraising goal on YouTube.
On the YouTube, we'll
send take it right down to the wood, right down to the scalp.
I told you not to do that.
Well, it depends on how much we're getting.
No, I don't want to be bald.
There's no price. There's no price for charity, Andrew.
You know what? Can I do this? Can I just cut a spot up here, just in here?
No, you may not.
You can have the SanFilippo.
That's right.
Yeah, the monkey bum.
Little bald spot right
there.
You
got a monkey bum right on the top of your head.
I thought that we should give him like the Road Warrior Hawk or the Road Warrior Animal. I think Hawk would be great. Remember Hawk had the two lines instead of the
double.
one? So you'd have the bald up the middle and then the bald on the side and then two stripes. I'll tell you what, intern, if we were to give you the Road Warrior Hawk haircut, right? And then after the game, send you to Xfinity Live. Or is it Stateside Live now?
Stateside Live.
And we send you to Stateside Live. The amount of women who would pretty much absolutely want to get to know you with that kind of haircut, I think would be pretty high. We could play like...
If you're going with like wrestler haircuts, who was the guy with the Red Rooster? Was that the guy's name?
Who did the what?
He had like that rooster haircut.
Let me pull the image.
I think it was the Red Rooster.
Did you just have a mullet?
It was not a mullet. It was some kind of rooster.
Oh, this thing? This guy.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. I'll pull this image up. We'll bring it onto the...
I mean, there might have been a better image. Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's a good image.
You want that one? All right, here we go.
He does have a mullet. I didn't realize it was a mullet.
Right, so you want us to... I think that within reason, we have to make a responsible decision here when it comes to the intern's hair. That we don't want to totally embarrass the guy.
No, we won't embarrass him.
I mean, maybe a little bit, but all right, here you go.
Yeah.
So Ant wants to do this to his hair. I don't know if I could co-sign that.
That looks good. Would you like that, intern?
No, that does not look good. That looks stupid.
What do you mean it doesn't look good? Look at this guy. He's chiseled.
Breathtakingly stupid.
He's got pecs. Look at him, though. You can tell.
Look at him. You could look just like that, dude.
Get you a nice little robe,
You get your robe and everything.
Yeah. Have you come and go, woo! Give you a little nature boy,
I like it.
I said I agreed to the buzz cut, and then you just were like, no, that's not good enough. How else do we exploit the intern?
All right, we're giving you a monkey
Who's
bum.
talking about exploiting?
No, it's exploitation. It's totally fine. I'm by myself.
No. Here,
I'm on an island. I'm by myself. No one cares about Penn State. No one cares about my head. It's totally
there
fine.
You go. Road Warrior Hawk.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Right there.
Road Warrior Hawk.
There you go.
What if we got somebody to come here and train you up?
No.
We could get somebody to be your personal trainer for a month and a half. Get you looking like that. We'll get somebody else out here to do the face paint, right? And then we do the Road Warrior Hawk.
Uh-huh.
He said,
He's in.
I think that counts. No?
All right. We got to get to keys of the game and picks. We were running out of time here. Bundy, do you have keys?
I don't have keys tonight.
That's all right. You don't have to.
It's okay. Yeah, I actually forgot because I was doing this stuff. So, no, I don't have any keys.
No keys. No keys to the game. Just win. That's the keys to the game.
Just win, baby. Just win.
Just win.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few things they could do tonight, though. I think that will help their cause. I think one of them is getting that puck back to the net again, drive the net, and make life miserable on Reimer. Because Reimer is not a great goalie anymore.
No.
He's past his prime, and I think this is Ottawa. Ottawa actually plays well as a team, but they've not been able to get any kind of average goaltending at all this year. So Flyers need to throw a ton of shots at the Senators tonight.
Yes, I agree with that. That's good. That's good.
Is Vladar in net tonight for the
Vladar
Flyers?
is in net, yes. It's because you wanted to pick Ottawa, didn't you?
I think it's going to be a really tight game.
Okay. It's possible. I mean, Ottawa's still a favorite.
Yeah, but not by a lot. I think Brady Tkachuk makes life a little bit uncomfortable tonight.
Okay. So you're taking the Senators.
3-1 Ottawa.
Wow. One. We're going to score one on Reimer?
Score one on Reimer.
3-1.
Okay. What do you got there, intern?
Flyers haven't exactly done a great job recently of stringing together wins, so I don't know.
I'll take the Flyers 3-2.
Yeah, I'm okay with you taking the Senators. I just think one goal is That's the issue I have. All right, so you got Flyers 3-2 there, Andrew?
Yeah.
I got the Flyers as well tonight. I'm going to go Flyers win this one 5 to 3.
Oh my God! You just picked my score and the team.
Flyers 5-3.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Flyers 5-4.
Okay,
5-4.
All right, 5-4.
There you go.
Okay. Very good.
You had us do these predictions, and we still have 3 minutes until they.
I thought I saw that the thing was clock coming down.
Not. You did not see that.
I misread the clock. That's my fault. Totally my fault.
Oh, sweet baby boy, Anthony SanFilippo. Did you know? I have a stat for you.
Go ahead. I hope you're not stealing Andrew's stat of the night.
There's no way he has this one. Travis Sanheim is 9 blocked shots away from tying Ivan Provorov for first on the Flyers' all-time block shots list.
Yeah, but that's not really a fair stat because they didn't count it for errors.
Yeah,
errors and errors.
Yeah, it was they only started counting it like 7 or 8 years ago.
Yeah, so 2012 wasn't it?
It's something like maybe a little bit longer than that, right?
That's still a stat.
Yeah, and I'm a little surprised that that's the number. In all honesty,
I'm actually surprised that Provorov is the one that had it too.
Well, because he was here long enough. Like it has. If it's only been the last 10 years or so, it's got to be someone who was here for a while.
Yeah.
Right, and as a defenseman. So who else could it be?
Yeah.
Right. I mean, it's got to be one of those two guys. Like I know people would think, well, what about Nick Seeler? Nick Seeler blocked, I think, like 8,000 shots last year by himself under Tortorella.
Yeah.
But he's only been a regular for what, 2.5 seasons?
Something like that, yeah.
Right. So it's not long enough. That's the problem. So that's why Sanheim's there. 9 blocks is going to take him several games to get there.
You would think so.
Yeah, he's not blocking that many shots.
But he'll probably do it by the end of the season.
Oh, he'll do it. He'll do it in March.
Yeah.
He usually gets like 1 or 2 a game. Yeah, he'll do it in March.
If he has to block 9 shots tonight, there's something going horribly wrong for the Philadelphia Flyers.
It's a problem if he's blocking. Travis Sanheim's blocking 9 shots. That's for sure.
All right, so for those of you who are new to the show, we do this every pregame, intermission, and postgame of every Flyers home game. So we will be back during the first intermission, second intermission, and postgame. And during the periods, we have the StatCast up on the screen, so you can keep it up on your phone, your tablet, or laptop, or whatever.
Joe Papel wanted to know how my daughter did last night. They lost to Lehigh 63-62. It was a great game. It pained me to see them lose. But she did set the Patriot League all-time record for most rebounds ever in the Patriot League.
There you go. So wait, doesn't your other daughter hold the Patriot League record for something?
That would be Alexa now, my third daughter. And Isabella and Ava played there, too. It wasn't by design.
Okay.
My oldest one went there, and her sisters followed her.
Okay. No, but didn't your daughter graduated last year?
She did. Ava did.
Ava.
Yeah.
Didn't she set some kind of...
No, not that I'm aware of.
I thought there wasn't... Didn't we have a moment here, or did she reach like a milestone? Points milestone or something last year?
Oh, it was 1,000 points for Alexa a couple seasons ago.
Okay,
she's up to like 1,600 points.
That's what. All right, fair enough. All right, I knew there was something that we talked about.
I almost ended the stream. We're not going to do that, but we are going to end the pregame show. We'll talk to all of you. First intermission.
Thanks, guys.
On the Press Row Show. the Breaststroke Show, the number one pregame intermission postgame show this side of the Mississippi, south of the Arctic Circle, north of the equator, and west of Milan. It's 0-0. The Flyers have 2 shots on goal. 2.
The first one didn't come until 4:23 to go in the period. The second one came about 15 seconds later, and that's it.
That's some low event hockey out here tonight.
Can we say no event hockey? I mean,
you can call it whatever you want, but there wasn't much going on that period.
It has not been.
Either way, I mean, I think Ottawa had like one really decent chance, and Vladar made a save. Other than that, it was pretty pitiful.
Yeah.
All the way around, like both teams.
Yep.
Just ugly. So there'll be a 40-minute hockey game tonight instead of a 60-minute hockey game.
But it's still not going to end until like 10:30.
You know that's what's going to happen, right?
It's going to go all night.
This game is fitting for a 0-0 regulation and then off to the shootout kind of night. Give the fans a little bit of extra hockey as we go into the Olympic break.
There you go. It's exactly what we need to do.
Speaking of the Olympics,
there's nothing to talk about this game, so let's talk about some other stuff. What do you got, Russ?
Speaking of the Olympics, do you want to have a conversation about what apparently happened that I just found out happened?
Go ahead.
No. So apparently, and I saw this in the comments on Tuesday night, and it didn't occur to me. And then Andrew pointed it out that apparently my dumb mug, my 5-head, made it to Canadian TV. And so I found it. The CBC, did they reach out to me to ask for my express written consent to have my 5-head featured on Canadian TV? They did not.
Boy, journalistic standards have dropped. Not only did they not ask for your permission, but they used you.
I know.
You don't even know what you're talking about.
Here we go.
So I'll show you really quickly. And listen, if CBC tries to get us shut down for using a brief clip, I will then force back to them that they didn't ask to use my face. Here we go. So this is over on the CBC's website and apparently went over Canadian TV. Took all this time, screwed up this ring.
Before the first puck ever hit this ice, the internet sure hit the roof.
Personally, I think it's a disgrace.
There's a giant hole in the ice.
How did...
That's it.
That's it.
In the first 12 seconds, my 5-head makes an appearance for probably about 2.5 seconds. That's pretty impressive. Go find the Russ Joy Show. Apparently a bunch of Canadians are going
Adrian Arsenault is a fan of the Russ Joy Show.
Great show. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, typically in the afternoon.
You just got 4 seconds of your 15 minutes of fame right there.
I had more than 15 seconds of fame when I had the Jalen Hurts, Gene Simmons tweet. I think I've had more than enough minutes of fame at this point.
Hey, speaking of minutes of fame, I understand you've been involved with getting somebody banned from social media. Is this true?
I didn't get anybody banned.
But you personally,
I've been alerted by somebody who's been removed from social media. Is that what you're saying?
Because of something that started.
Well, it wasn't my fault.
That started with you.
So Tony Escargot, is that where we're going?
Yes. Here? So the guy who gave Russ the cannoli. Remember that story?
Yeah.
Tony Escargot, usually in our
like
comments,
the cannoli sniper or something.
Yeah, usually in our comments, has been banned from social media.
Banned from Twitter.
Twitter.
The account got shut down the other day.
Really?
Yeah. Got kicked off of Twitter, and it was on, I think it was Tuesday, we realized it. And then I got an email, Bundy, on Wednesday morning, and I got a notification from Grubhub that I had a delivery coming. And I was like, what the hell is this? Well, it was more cannoli. And then I went into my email, and I found Tony Escargot reached out and said, they got me, Russ. They got me. And I was like, oh, wait, what? And he goes, they can have the account, but they can't have the cannoli. so like for probably.
Why did he get banned?
Well, that's the real, and I got to be careful here because Tony has since followed up with another email making some salacious accusations against at least one big corporation. But if you think about it, Tony did send cannoli unsolicited to multiple people, multiple outlets, including, I saw today, apparently sent them to a Flyers account in New York or something, found them there. Alex Appleyard, who contributes to PHLY Flyers, he was trying to send cannoli to Alex. I don't know which country Alex lives in Europe, but he lives in Europe, and was trying to find it. And then Alex came stateside, was in the studio, And so Tony Escargot sent 4 cannoli to the PHLY studio and said something to the effect of, you can share these or eat them yourself. You've earned them. I got to tell you, I know nothing about Tony Escargot. Tony Escargot writes about himself in the third person, is at least from my vantage point, a harmless, hopefully not psychotic serial killer. But Tony Escargot has brought a lot of joy to people, especially during a tumultuous time here in the Flyers season. And I do hope that at some point Elon Musk reinstates Tony Escargot's Twitter account. I'm not actively campaigning.
You got to do a lot to get suspended.
Well, I said, the Flyers won the game, and then he was Tony Escargon.
Yeah.
So,
well, I mean, you got to wonder, Bundy, like, if you're sending, like, unsolicited foodstuffs to people, like people aren't asking him to send them cannoli, right?
No.
He's finding their addresses and sending them. I got to imagine that that's probably why.
I guess so, yeah.
Right? I mean, I got to imagine that
the first time that the cannoli showed up, I think I told you guys this. It was a Grubhub delivery driver. It was 2 days after the gigantic snowstorm. The roads where I'm at were not good at all. I had salted or shoveled my front step, and this poor Grubhub driver shows up to the door with cannoli in the middle of the day. And I wanted to try to explain, I didn't order these. I'm so sorry you got brought out here. But when I started saying it and realizing that I was going to say, there's this guy named Tony Escargot on Twitter who found my address and sent me cannoli, I realized that it would sound like I was a drug addict. So I just stopped myself and I said, thank you. But
didn't he used to show up on our threads here too?
Yes.
Yeah.
Tony was here the other day too, I think.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So, do you know where
Take that down? That's not nice.
Do you know where the cannoli came from?
Yeah.
Where?
The first one came from a pizza place in Phoenixville.
Okay.
Phoenixville, who find themselves in quite the scandal right now. Glad I'm not a union rep there anymore. And then the last time was from a local bakery. But they come through Grubhub. See, if it was just some jamoke showing up at my front door with cannoli, I might be concerned. But because they came through Grubhub and they put the little sticker, I feel good. But I have made the joke, though. Can you imagine? Like, Grubhub probably does an analysis on, like, which restaurants are popping off at any given time. What are, like, the most common items being ordered, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's somebody right now at Grubhub who's doing an analysis, noticing all of this, like, 2 to 4 cannoli orders being sent, just cannoli, in the greater Philadelphia area. They're probably going, what the hell is wrong? Like, what's going on?
Look at Andrew Fawcett got into a fight with Alec Baldwin.
Wow. I would have got him banned for 90 days.
Oh, how about that?
There you go.
That's some great stuff.
So anyway, I did not have anything to do with the banning of
No,
Tony
but
Escargot.
you were the.
But I was the first person to receive
Yes,
the
he
cannoli.
broke the ice.
Yeah.
With you sending you cannoli, and that created this firestorm.
Yeah.
Yes. That's what the best part about it is. I hope we can give Tony Escargot updates as this goes along.
Well, and then last night you were like, hey, email Tony back and say call into the
I wanted him to call
show.
in the radio show yesterday, but he never called in.
Hold on, let me see if I can find. I had the Tony Escargot email from this morning. I can't divulge a lot. As I said, there were some claims made that I shan't repeat.
My favorite thing is that he actually created an email address.
Yeah.
Related to this phony name.
I mean, he could probably come up with another handle. He only had like 400 or 500 followers.
I know.
Yeah.
It's very easy. Yeah.
Yep. Anyway.
Yeah. So.
And he also noted that when Whitney over on Chicklets said something about a fan being a moron and saying something that was referring to something Tony Escargot tweeted, and he goes, they're coming at me from all directions.
Oh, it's so good. Hey, Russ, while we're on we have to fill time here before we get to I know we have to get to stat of the night, which we'll get to in a moment.
Yeah.
I think Amadeo found another jersey. Remember how I was talking about the jerseys?
Yes,
right?
You are correct.
So in pregame, I was pointing out that on Fanatics you can get like random old Flyer jerseys for like $800. It was craziness.
Yep.
But then he found one that was really unique that I think we should put up on the screen.
Yeah, I'm trying to get there. Hold on.
Yeah. So, I mean, this isn't Harry Zollnerchuk. This isn't Andreas Lilia.
Where the heck did that
This
go?
isn't Zach Ronaldo or Eric Gustafson. Like, those were the ones that are on the Fanatics site right now.
Where the heck did it go? Oh, there it is. I got it.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so, Bundy, I want you to take a look at this because it may or may not concern you. Here is a Chris Therien 2001 game-worn jersey And we'll take the banner down here so people can see the price. They're asking $400. Now, I think this is on eBay. It's not Fanatics. But $400 being asked for a Therien game-worn jersey. Bundy, how does that make you feel?
Oh, it's good. Good. Very nice. It's worth the price of the jersey. If I sign it, it'll be $300.
In the description, does it tell you what game it was worn for?
No, I don't know.
Does that mean game 58 that season? The orange 58?
I don't know what the orange 58 is.
Well,
maybe.
pull it back up again. Let me see.
We didn't change jerseys every game, by the way.
I don't know. Does the 58 refer to, like, is it orange 58, like a hex number for the color of
that
orange?
could be a thing. Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means. Why? What happened in the 58th game of that season, Andrew?
The Flyers, so it was February 15th, 2001.
Yeah.
Flyers beat the Maple Leafs 5-2.
Was it in Toronto?
No, it was here.
Then he wouldn't have been that game. Because back then they didn't wear the colored jerseys at home. They used to wear white at home.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, never mind that.
We've ruled that out. So it must just be whatever orange 58 is.
I don't know. I don't know what that means.
I don't know.
So,
All right.
yeah, Amadeo, check out the description of that and see if it tells you what game it was from.
Oh, people are saying in the comments they think it's the size.
Oh, that could be.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Does that sound right, Bundy?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, so
A
there
lot
you
of
go.
people jumping in with the size. I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Okay.
Well, a big thank you to all the intelligent people. We always say we have the smartest viewers on the show, so here we go.
Yes.
All right. I guess now is probably a good time to go out to intern Andrew because, of course, it is the first intermission, and when it is the first intermission, that means one thing and one thing only. It is time for intern Andrew's stat of the night.
Yes. So I think you alluded to this when you guys did your payroll service solution player of the week yesterday. Travis Konechny, 4 games in a row now that he's gotten multiple points. That's this is just the second time in his career that he's accomplished such a streak.
Yeah.
If he's able to get multiple points again tonight, he'll be the first Flyer since Simone Gagne in 2007 to do it 5 games in a row.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
And then for Ottawa, their last game was Tuesday against the Hurricanes. Tim Stützle scored a goal in that game. He's now the 6th player in Senators history to have 4 consecutive seasons of 60 or more points.
Wow.
So the other 5, Spezza, Heatley, and Hossa all did it 4 years in a row. Erik Karlsson did it 5 years in a row at one point. Daniel Alfredsson did it 9 years.
I was
going
to say Alfredsson. I was like, "Where's Alfredsson in this equation?" But there you go. Okay. Yeah, that was good. Wow, it'd be the first one since Gagne.
Or stat of the night, rather.
Yeah, shame I'm not the AP guy tonight. Which, by the way, and I don't want to make this a bragging thing because I think it's terrible. I'm going to talk about the terrible thing first, but I'm just going to bring it up. So, awful time yesterday, Bundy. The Washington Post eliminated their entire sports section.
Yeah.
Like, got rid of it. It's just gone.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, that's an institutional newspaper in this country. This isn't some small suburban rag that, finally gets shut down because nobody's reading it anymore. This is still read by 2 million people around the world every day.
Okay.
And they decided to blow up their entire sports department.
I've never read an article on sports from the Washington Post in my life.
Okay.
Never have. I've never.
By the way,
I didn't even know they had a sports section.
Yeah.
Just so you know, the thing that you're about to say isn't true anymore.
Oh, did they put a new one up?
They put 2 up today.
What were you saying? Sorry to cut you off.
All right. Well, they laid everybody off, and so as of 20 minutes ago, the last hockey story that was written in the Washington Post was written by me.
Is that right, huh?
But then apparently Russ said they've put a couple new ones up.
Yeah, they found out that Anthony SanFilippo can't be the one.
Oh, well.
So,
that's a shame people lose their jobs.
It's awful.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Absolutely awful what they've done to that newspaper. Just
so
absolutely awful.
If you look at it here, there's something about Dallas, right? But then Capitals activate Dubois, Capitals and Preds hit the ice.
That one on the left,
here,
that's my story.
Right here, this guy right here. This is an Anthony SanFilippo special. So for 2 days, you had the newest,
the most
recent Capitals story. That would have been a heck of a story if you had been the last person to write about the Capitals.
Yeah, it would have been.
For the Washington Post. You could put that on your tombstone.
Something like that. So.
Yeah.
Will you still be doing AP stories, Zach?
Well, yeah, AP. So AP is.
Post just picks yours up.
So Associated Press is a wire service.
Right.
right? So you put it out on the wire, and whoever pays for the wire service can then use that story.
Right.
ESPN does it all the time, but the difference between the Washington Post and ESPN is the Washington Post has the courtesy to put the writer's name.
Right.
It gives you your byline. ESPN just says from the Associated Press.
Oh, okay.
They don't give the writer the
credit.
They suck. They suck. So anyway, that's the difference. But
I'm just trying to where did it go? Here's the thing, by the way. If the Flyers don't score this period, WAJ asks, can we have intern Andrew read off the 97 draft at the second intermission if they still haven't scored?
That's great.
Now, I also want to hit you up with something else that Amadeo sent over, Bundy. The description of the jersey that we showed before almost sounds like it was written by a Russian. This 2001 game-worn Therien Flyers jersey is must-have for any hockey fan. This orange jersey was used in game and features official National Hockey League logo. Jersey is authentically licensed and made in Canada. Then jumping ahead, the player, Therien, is former member of Philadelphia Flyers. This jersey is a testament to his time with the team. It is perfect for collectors of game-worn memorabilia and fans of Flyers. This jersey is rare find and great addition to any collection.
I still want to know if they have a game. Like, does it say what game he wore it in? Like, that's the thing. Like, how do you know it's game-worn? I mean, I could tell it is because
we got another one. We got another one. There's a black jersey.
Okay.
$350 Canadian.
Wow.
So that's
cheaper.
That's like $100 American.
So cheaper. And the description, you ready?
Perfect.
This is definitely not a Russian one. The description for this jersey is, it is quite large, but doesn't show much wear. His moniker was Bundy.
But I know that orange one was game worn because it has the tie down on the inside.
Yeah,
that's how you can always
you
can always tell, right? So I'll
tell you what, with all the excitement we're having here tonight, they might have to tie us down. But until then, we'll be back in the second period or second intermission, and we'll recap the first 40 minutes of the game. And then, of course, we're here post-game as well. Do us a favor if you've done so already, like the video, share the video, subscribe, and we will talk to all of you in the second intermission here on the Press Row Show.
Welcome to the Press Row Show, the #1 rated pregame, intermission, and postgame show this side of the Mississippi, south of the Arctic Circle, north of the equator, and west of Corsica.
That's about the same tone as this game.
I'm Russ. Bundy's over on the end. Ant is next to me. Intern Andrew's on the ones and twos. Hello, everybody. Hope you're having a lovely evening. The Flyers have 8 shots on goal. Ottawa has 21. Ottawa has 1 goal in this game. The Flyers have 0. Hey, really quick, I know that this could change, and I know the Flyers could light the world on fire in the third period, but do you remember how pregame we were talking about where these teams' heads would be at? And you were kind of like, hey, there's a chance Brady Tkachuk could already kind of be in mental mode of the Olympics. Did I miss? I know that pregame they showed the Flyers players that are going to the Olympics: Risto, Vladar, Sanheim, and what would have been Rodrigo Abels. Does the rest of the team think that they're going to the Olympics? Where the hell is the rest of the team tonight?
It's funny because they had a couple nice shifts at the start of the period.
Oh my gosh!
And then they had one or two shifts that were decent at the end of the period, but about the 16, 17 minutes in between was awful.
Horrific.
Awful.
You told me that I thrive in the negativity. I'm not trying to thrive in negativity. This sucks. This has not been an enjoyable 40 minutes of hockey. Bundy, is there anything positive to look at here if you're the Flyers so far?
The last 4 minutes of the second period, they had some chances.
Yeah.
They had that one shift. They were really dominant, but that's it.
Yeah.
This has been an absolute turd of a game. I don't know how else to say it. It's been brutal.
Yeah, it has. And I got to pick the 3 stars for this nonsense.
I can tell you right now who they are.
Go ahead.
If the game ended right now,
Vladar. Yeah.
Reimer.
Yeah. Well, he's only faced 8 shots.
So what? He still got a shutout, right? He still got 0.
Okay.
And then Nick Cousins for the goal scorer.
He scored
That's
the goal.
it.
Yeah, but the funny thing about that is it wasn't even that great of a play by him. He just happened to, puck just came to him.
Well, it's like picking the game winner for scoring in overtime, right?
Yeah,
you have a guy had a brutal game and he scores the overtime winner, he gets first star.
Yeah.
But I mean that's it. I mean, Reimer's had 8 shots against. This is a guy. If I had one key before the game and not 3, just one key, it would be to fire as many pucks as you can towards the net on Reimer as you possibly can.
Yep.
If for some reason they can't get anything through, it's been like skating in quicksand.
Unreal.
And Greg Mack just brings this up to you. Jackie Spiegel, #1 star.
Yep.
She's got to be in contention, right? Maybe.
Yeah.
The fans rust for being on Canadian TV, the Zamboni driver.
I like it.
Tony Louis says, Shill Anthony will choose Tonkin Briere and Comcast. Get your
order
3 stars
straight.
in.
Get your order straight.
Comcast is the #1 star?
Always.
Okay, got it. Yeah, let us know who your 3 stars are right now.
It is the Shilly podcast, after all.
Yeah, it is.
That's right.
We're going to have to make a modification, aren't we?
Yeah.
That silly podcast.
Yeah, it's got to be the Shilly podcast.
That's Shilly Podcast.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
So, do we go right to intern Andrew trivia?
I honestly hate the fact that there's so little to talk about in this game.
There's nothing.
But there really is very little to talk about in this game. And to that end, we are putting an inordinate amount of pressure now on intern Andrew, who, sometimes we have a lot to go. If we have a 20-minute show, we can carry 18 minutes of it, right, with just content about the game and maybe a little bit of hilarity.
Yeah.
And then intern only really has to fill in 2 minutes.
Right, yeah.
Right? But given where things are at right now, we're 6.5 minutes into the period or into the intermission. And intern Andrew's got to hope that this trivia question is at least somewhat passable. If it sucks, we're in big trouble. All right, intern Andrew. Oh, guys, get your instruments ready.
Wait a second.
What?
Just so you know, I'm going to point this out. The other night,
Yeah,
we didn't play him in.
we didn't.
And he had a good question.
All right, well,
So the question is, do we keep that streak alive?
no, we play him in.
We go back to playing him in.
We play him in.
Okay, that's fine.
1, 2, skiddly diddly do.
Fantastic.
That actually was pretty good.
That was excellent.
Yeah.
A lot of enthusiasm in it.
We'll do parties. Just give us a call.
If both teams on the ice had that enthusiasm, we'd have a 5-3 game right now.
snowthegoalie@gmail.com. You can also send us DMs on any of the social media platforms. We will come out and play at your party or event.
All right. So, Game 3 of this 3-game homestand before the Olympic break. So here's my third Olympic question.
Third and final Olympic trivia.
Bundy, I'm sure you knew that this was coming at some point. But you played for Team Canada at the 1994 Olympics.
I did.
So I'm going to test that brain of yours because I'm very, very impressed with your memory every time. So 5 players on that Canadian roster I want you to name. I want you to give me the captain, the 2 alternates, who was the oldest player, and who was the youngest player on the team.
Wow.
I'm going to say the youngest player was Paul Correa.
That is correct. He was the only teenager.
The oldest
19.
player was a defenseman. You know what? I forget some names. Drew.
Who did he play for?
He didn't play in the pros. He was a minor league player.
Oh, really?
And he was the oldest guy on the roster.
I think so.
He was 31.
31 was the oldest on the roster. What was his first name? Mark?
No. I'll say at the time he was playing in Germany.
Yes, he was. Brian Tutt?
No.
No?
Wasn't a defenseman either. He was a forward.
It's funny because there's some guys I can't even remember. It's so.
Well, why don't
long.
we go with the captain and the alternates? Maybe it'll jog your memory.
I don't even remember who the captain was. I don't.
Jeez. All right.
Wow, intern, you really jammed this up
Fabian
here.
Joseph.
That is correct. There you
was
go.
the captain.
That's
right?
the captain.
Yeah.
All right, alternates?
Wow. These are players that, got to remember, this is before the NHLers were there, right?
Yeah, I didn't know that at the time of me writing this question.
Most of my memories are
stunned
NHL
at how little
bound.
people I knew. I was like, oh, these
That's
are
why.
NHLers. It's like,
Derek Mayer.
that's one of the alternates.
That was the guy I was thinking about as being the oldest player.
He was 26.
He was only 26?
Yeah.
Jeez.
So you got an alternate and the oldest player left.
Yeah.
Wood. I'm trying to think of the guy who started with a Wood. Woodcroft.
Like Jay Woodcroft?
I played with his brother. I don't know if it was his brother or a relative. Craig Woodcroft played on the national team that year. He didn't make the Olympic team, though.
Okay.
He traveled with us for the year. Fabian Joseph. Derek Mayer. And the oldest guy in the team was 31. So you can give me the other assistant captain because I won't get it.
Brad Schlegel?
Brad Schlegel, yeah. Defenseman, yeah.
Yes. He was
All right,
25.
give a chat or give a little bit of a hint on the oldest.
I said he was playing in Germany. He was drafted 152nd overall by the Capitals in 1982.
How about initials? Give Bundy the initials.
Murray.
No.
Is it It's not Murray? It doesn't start with a Murray? It's not his first name?
It's similar, I guess. It starts with W.
I'm looking it up. I have no idea. I don't know the answer.
WS are his initials.
W is the first name and S is the last name.
Actually played for Canada 3 times at the Olympics. 88, 92, and 94.
Wally Zerbiak.
That's the first name.
Wally is correct?
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Wally S. I have no
I
idea.
just looked it up. I don't remember.
I was going to ask if Bundy still was in contact with any of these people.
Oh,
I'm
it's
guessing no.
Liv's brother. It's
Wally Schreiber.
Yeah.
Liv
I
Schreiber's
didn't
brother.
even
Did
know
you know
that.
that? That's the
Actually
actor.
played in the NHL. 41 games for the Minnesota North Stars over 2 seasons.
I don't even remember him. Isn't that unbelievable?
I'm stunned.
Yeah, it was. Wow. Yeah, well, good guy. I do remember him now that you said his name.
What I thought was impressive is, Bundy, you scored 7 goals that season. I know it was a whole year. Like, you didn't. It's not just in the Olympics. We're not just talking about the Olympics. But you played 63 games. You scored 7 goals that year for that team.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah. Pretty wild. So I'm just trying to figure out how many of these guys actually that played in the NHL were also on the Olympic team. So Savage,
Korea. Played in the NHL, you mean, right? Went on to play in the NHL.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Savage, Korea, Nedved, Kontos.
Yeah. No, but they were all on the Olympic team, though, right?
Yes, they were all on the Olympic team. Todd Warner played in the NHL, myself.
Russ Romanek?
He played here in Philly for a little bit, yeah. Russ Romanek, yeah.
Yeah.
Adrian Aucoin, of course.
Right. Brett Lindros.
Yeah.
You were trying to think of Murray Eves. That was the name you were thinking of with Murray. Wow.
Jean-Yves Roy. There's a few names on there. Greg Parks.
Yeah.
Oh, and then
Corey Hirsch.
Manny Legacy. Both guys played. Yep.
Yeah.
speaking of playing for the Flyers, Peter Nedved.
Yeah.
Yeah. That to me was one of the most embarrassing things ever. That we had to get a guy from the Czech Republic to come and play for Team Canada because he changed his citizenship.
He played at the Olympics twice for 2 different countries, I think.
Yeah. Great guy. Don't get me wrong. I loved him he's a great person and everything. But I thought of all the hockey playing players that we have in Canada, we had to get somebody from the Czech Republic to play for Canada. Crazy.
That is crazy.
Intern, nice job. That took up 7 minutes.
Thank you.
Yeah. Did yeoman's work there.
Good stuff, Andrew. That's a good trivia.
Thank you.
Stick taps.
Yeah.
Stick taps, Anthony. On the table. Thank you. Above board. Thank you.
Yeah.
So, what are you guys watching on TV these days?
You know what I watched over the last 2 nights from last game? I came home and watched 2 episodes, and I got home from the basketball game last night. The Rise of the 49ers, the San Francisco 49ers.
Okay.
It's just four episodes narrated by Tom Brady.
Oh.
It's on AMC Plus. It's phenomenal. Phenomenal. It's amazing how disrespected Joe Montana was for as great as he was.
Well, you should. I think it was on. I want to say Hulu.
Yeah, the Joe Montana show.
It was
6 episodes. It was incredible.
Incredible. Yes, and it's a few years old now, but it was incredible.
That guy was the GOAT, right? And he still had to prove himself every single day.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah. It's not even like. I stand by the fact, because the game's different in the NFL today, but I stand by the fact that Joe Montana was the greatest quarterback to ever play.
He's just a winner. He just had that it thing about him, right? He just had that thing.
Yeah. I'm watching, The Pit, which you're also watching, right?
Yeah, I think I'm an episode and a half into season 2, but I don't want to do it too fast because I don't want to do the week to week.
I want to watch the whole thing in one.
Yeah, I still have to watch I'm one episode off. So I watched 3 of them the other night.
Okay.
So now I'll wait until the next one comes out.
That's such a good show. That's such a good show.
Yeah, so I'm watching that for sure.
A little bit. I don't do well with the graphic medical stuff, but it's a fantastic show. Well written. You know what show I'm into?
What's that?
The Night Manager, Tom Hiddleston.
So I watched the first. I loved the first season.
Don't say anything because I'm only like 3 episodes in.
I liked the first season a lot.
I'm halfway through
the second season. I did not like at all.
Oh, I like it.
The second season?
I like it. Yeah. Did you know? So here's an interesting note about that show, though. So there's a 9-year gap, right, in the show.
Yeah.
From the end of the first season to now. It was actually 9 years between seasons. The first season came out in 2016.
Yeah.
Which I thought was interesting. You don't usually see that where there's such a long gap, and it's also the same
because
gap.
because it did really well on Netflix. And so it was originally made. I think it was originally made for some other
streaming service.
I don't even know if it was a stream. Yeah, it was not. It was not.
It was definitely a streaming service, but I didn't think it was.
Yeah,
a Netflix show.
And then it became then it got onto Netflix like a couple years ago, and they're like, "Oh, we got to make a second season now."
Yeah.
You know what comes out today though? I really enjoyed the first 3 seasons. Is The Lincoln Lawyer on Netflix?
I love it.
I've not
Great.
seen it.
Yeah,
season 4 comes out today.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's one for you, Russ.
What?
Lincoln Lawyer.
Lincoln Lawyer is a great
Netflix.
show.
Really
great
good.
Show.
Really good show.
I think it was on my list. I never.
Yeah.
I saw somebody say House of Cards. House of Cards went to hell though. The last season wasn't good.
Yeah, it was great. It was great
done.
until everything went to hell on that show.
Yeah.
You guys looking forward to the Super Bowl?
No.
No?
Not at all. Not at all.
I'm usually like really into it, and given the industry that I work in and everything, like a lot of people are excited, but like I'm not.
You know what I heard though in the
What's
last
that?
couple of days? That Kid Rock is actually doing a halftime show.
He's doing the Turning Point USA one.
Oh, is that what it is?
It's they're doing like an alternate thing. It's like him and I think 2 country people. I don't know where they're airing.
I just saw that he's doing a show. I'm going to tune into that.
It's an alternate one.
I don't know anything about Mad Bunny.
For the people who don't want to watch Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
Bad Bunny, is that his name?
Bad Bunny.
Oh.
He was actually, he wrestled a match for WWE in Puerto Rico against Damian Priest.
Bad Bunny. Really?
It was a street fight.
You know what the fun?
And I'll tell you what, he might have been the best all-time celebrity wrestler. Yeah, it was actually very impressive.
And I'll give you my guilty pleasure thing that I watch on TV.
Okay.
I watch The Traitors.
Nah.
I am so into that show.
Is that with Alan Cumming?
Yeah, well, so he hosts the U.S. version.
Yeah.
There's also a British version. Actually, they used to have an Australian version and a New Zealand version, which are all on Peacock. You can find them all there. But the only ones that are still active are the U.S. and the British versions.
Okay.
I just love the concept of the game. I just love it's a reality game show, and I just love the concept of it. So it's fun.
I watched one of the seasons, the Alan Cummings season.
Yeah,
it was good.
Yeah, right. I mean, like it's
fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
Show,
and they've added some wrinkles in this year because I kind of felt like the gameplay was getting a little stale. They've added some wrinkles to make it more fun, so it's good. It's good stuff. Anyway, third period.
I'm trying to think
about
of
to start.
what was the. Oh, I watched Ricky Gervais's new comedy
It was
special.
good. I watch all the comedy
It was
specials.
strong. I like some good comedy.
I watched a lot of the comedy specials.
Like a lot of comedy.
Yep.
I'm trying to think of what else. There's some other good stuff. I have not started the new Game of Thrones thing.
The
Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
No,
I have not gotten into that one yet.
I can't.
I will, but
They killed me. They killed me at the end of the way they ended the Game of Thrones. I cannot. They lost me forever. So
I didn't even know there was a new Game of Thrones.
Wiener. Remember that South Park? Yeah.
The last season killed me.
Because the creators wanted to go off and work on their Confederate, if the Confederacy had one show, remember that? And then they were supposed to do a Star Wars show or a Star Wars movie, and that didn't happen either. So they rushed through the magnum opus of their work, and they blew it off for two projects that never came to fruition. So
yeah, they lost me. Just
if it makes you feel any better, the Flyers just kind of blew off two periods of this game, so maybe they'll work in reverse, and this will be Game of Thrones.
Because of the
seasons 1
way
through
the
5.
Flyers have played tonight, everybody got to find out what shows we're watching on TV.
Yes, that's right. It's truth. It's the absolute truth. So, anyway. You know what? And it's funny because, like, Landros is saying Mishkov's going to score 2 in the third, and the Flyers are going to win. It would not surprise me if they suddenly show up in the third period and win this game. Because Ottawa's not playing great either.
No, they're not. The Flyers, if they want, if I'm Rick Tocchet, I'm telling them go out to this period and fire 12 to 15 shots on net.
Let's make a prediction. If this ends up going to overtime, how many shifts does Michkov see?
In overtime?
In overtime. If it goes to overtime, how many shifts does Michkov get?
1.
At the very end?
Or puck drop.
Towards the end. Yeah.
Okay. We will see. Maybe we'll see you after regulation. Maybe we'll see you after overtime or a shootout. Like the video, share the video, subscribe. See all of you post-game here on the Press Row Show. Welcome to the Press Row Show, the number one rated pregame, intermission, postgame show this side of the Mississippi, south the Arctic Circle, north of the equator, and west of Castellano, a lovely little town in Tuscany. The Olympic break couldn't come fast enough, but we did get overtime because that's exactly what we all deserve down here at the Xfinity Mobile Arena tonight. A barn burner of a game that goes to overtime. And 47 seconds into the overtime, puck goes the other way and ends up in the back of the net.
I mean,
Flyers came back and got a point. Make of that what you will. They got a point.
It's two bad plays by the Travi in overtime.
Oh,
Konechny cannot miss the net on a 2-on-1. Like, he's got to get the shot on goal. It's got to be on goal on a 2-on-1. The problem was Bundy, tell me if I'm wrong. I think, because I haven't seen a replay, but I think he took the shot without looking. I think he was like trying to get the goalie to Reimer to bite on a pass and shot while he was looking at his teammate.
No matter what, you cannot miss the net.
Right, and that's what it kind of looked like to me.
Yeah, no matter what you're trying to do to the goalie to deceive him, in that situation right there, knowing that Ottawa's got two guys back behind the play, you can't miss the net.
Correct.
You absolutely can't miss the net. And then going back the other way, I've been in that spot. I've been danced before. Sanheim he got danced.
Turnstile.
He got absolutely turnstile by
I was going to say turned inside out. I mean, that was...
Yeah, it was not good. It was not good. I like as that play is developing back up the other way after Konechny misses the shot, I'm like, well, at least Sanheim's in the right position. And then he just got Stützle just blew right past him.
Just smoked him.
Smoked him. Completely smoked him. So I was sitting there going, he's at least in the right defensive position. Nope.
That was the whole game was a disappointment, to be honest with you. The Flyers finished with 14 shots on goal. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I mean, they opened it up in the third period, though.
And they still only manufactured 6 shots.
Yep.
6 shots.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a bad period, but there were so many, and I'll look it up in the box score because I'm pretty sure that they have it in the box score. I believe there were a ton of missed shots. So not shots on goal, but yeah, it's not in this one. It's going to be in the game summary, I believe.
Yep.
Maybe
it should be.
It's event summary.
We'll keep an eye on there.
Yeah, I'll find it. Here we go. Missed shots. 21.
I'm counting 21.
21 missed shots, and then there were 18 that were blocked. So they had 39 shots that didn't even get on net. That's not good.
No.
How do you missed the net 21 times?
Yeah, and they missed big shots.
Like 21.
Yeah.
Like, it's one thing to say, okay, the other team's blocking a lot of shots. Okay, fine. Yeah, that's frustrating, and there was 18 of them, and that's a lot too. But 21 shots missing the net.
Yeah, that's a difference in winning a hockey game. I mean, that's absolutely, especially on this guy.
You get half of them on goal, you win this game going away.
Yes. Yeah, especially against Reimer. Reimer came out of here looking like a rose here tonight. Huh?
Yeah, you didn't have to do anything.
Remember, I picked the Flyers.
Russ,
to lose 3-1, and
you were spot on.
I said it was going to be like a freaking. This is what they do.
You were spot on about the one goal.
I hate it.
Everybody wants the 3 stars tonight, Ant.
Yeah, give the people the 3
stars.
Oh,
the 3 stars. I my third star
Jackie
tonight.
Spiegel.
Jackie Spiegel. Third star tonight was the game-winning Thomas Chabot was the third star tonight. Defenseman for Ottawa. I thought he had a really good game all the way around. He was very noticeable. Second star tonight was
Jackie Spiegel.
Was Dan Vladar for the Flyers, because until the last 4 minutes of the game, he was the only player on the ice for the Flyers in my mind.
Yep.
And then I gave the game-winning goal. Stützle got the number 1 star for that move and that goal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So those are my 3 stars.
Mm-hmm.
You got them correct tonight, unlike last game where the best player on the ice didn't get a single star.
Jackie's going to call you.
She can call me if she wants.
She's going to call you. I thought we were over this, Bundy.
I love Jackie. Jackie's great.
I thought we were over this,
She's a great lady.
Anyway.
You can't break balls no matter who you are in the industry, then what are we doing here?
Yeah.
Bust balls, bust ovaries, bust everything. That's right.
I love when people yell at us while we're talking, like we can hear what they're saying.
I like the guy who a little bit ago yells at Bundy, "Yo, Bundy, what happened out there?"
Yeah, I know.
Hey, yo, Adrian, tune in to Snow the
So there was a
QR
woman
code.
that just walked by and yelled at us.
Yeah.
I couldn't hear a word she said. I had no idea what she said.
Yeah.
But she yelled.
Well, good for her. Let her yell.
So
Let her yell.
Balcony packed up here.
yeah,
It wasn't.
The balcony's been packed.
Yeah.
You know, this assembly room, Revolutionary Row, whatever you want to call it up here, game in, game out. You're getting a lot of fans up here. So it's good. That's
it's
good.
a hot ticket up here. Yeah.
It is. So that's the event staff yelling. That's not fans yelling in the background.
Fans should be yelling though.
Yeah, they're kind of like blah.
I will say one thing. The Flyers had a great 6-on-5 tonight to score that goal.
It was.
It was good. They really moved it around well. They kept Ottawa on their heels. They couldn't get the puck out of the zone, the Senators.
Yeah.
And the Flyers ended up capitalizing with a nice cross-ice pass to Drysdale with a good shot. It was a nice goal.
It was and look, Jamie Drysdale has now 2 games in a row scored a big goal, right? Both the power play goal the other night and then this. So maybe you're starting to see, the first half of the season was all about him, kind of turning the page and being a really sound defensive player.
Yeah.
Maybe this is the beginning of starting to see the offensive side of his game break out a little bit.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of confidence right now.
He does. He's playing with a lot of confidence.
Yeah. So that is one positive that you can talk about for the Flyers. Jamie Drysdale.
Doesn't look like the Flyers even with the point. See you, Mike. Have a good break.
Enjoy the break.
Take care, buddy.
Yep.
The Flyers get 1 point tonight, but everybody else won.
Yeah, I think the Islanders pulled that out against the Devils, right?
They did, yeah.
So, they won that game, so that means the Flyers are now 8 points back of a playoff spot.
The problem is Washington was
Pittsburgh
winning.
has 68.
Oh,
Flyers has 61.
Pittsburgh lost that game? They were winning.
I don't know. Pittsburgh right now.
Is that maybe that game's not over yet?
Maybe not, but
yeah.
As of right now, Pittsburgh has 68.
They were winning 3-2
Flyers have
against
61.
Buffalo. I don't know if
I'll tell you right now.
It's 4-2 with 2 minutes left.
4-2
Pittsburgh
with 155.
Yeah, so they're going to go up to
so
70.
Okay.
Yeah, they're going to go up to 70.
For
And then
a
let's see what
brief
else happens.
momentary time, the Flyers were only 7 points back.
Yeah.
Capitals are up 4-2. That's another one we don't need. Tampa Bay up 4-0.
Boy, they're good.
Carolina beat the Rangers 2-0, and the Islanders beat the Devils 3-1.
Yeah, it was 1-1 for a long time, so I'm sure they scored the go-ahead goal, and then that third goal is probably an empty netter for the Islanders because it was late in the game when it was 1-1, and then all of a sudden it's 3-1. So I'm assuming one of them's an empty netter.
Yeah. Barzell.
Yep. So, nothing else to say, Russ. I mean, it was 21 missed shots. Cannot have that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything to add, Russ?
It's not a playoff team.
Well, no, not now.
Not now, no.
It's just not a playoff team.
No, not now.
It's incredibly frustrating. I don't know. It's a piss poor effort for what the other than the last 4 minutes of the second period, and there was a stretch in the third period. Do we want to say 7 to 10 total minutes of 60 they played tonight were good competitive minutes?
Yep.
You're in against a backup goalie, and I think that decision was made pretty last minute, right? Like there was the stomach bug or the flu or whatever, right, that hit Olmark, but I think going into today, the plan was for him to start, and then that got changed. You can't figure out a way to manufacture shots. You can't figure out a way to manufacture shots on net. It's an embarrassment. And the thing that makes it the worst is that you had a, pretty decent win against the Capitals 2 nights ago. This is like one of those things, like Danny said it the other night before the game. You try to pick up 2 wins going into the break, get a little bit of momentum going your way. You go into the break on a high note, and you come back out, and then you've got like a week and a half or whatever until the trade deadline. I'm not saying they're going to add or anything, but like, how do you come out and Bundy, I would say that this was mostly a no-show, right? It's not quite like the 4-0 shutout that they had against the Islanders following the big Colorado win.
No, this was a dud all around.
This was just
Ottawa wasn't even that good in this game. Like they really weren't.
Yeah.
This was a winnable hockey game. You got to get more shots on net. You got to hit the net more. I thought defensively, I thought for the most part they were okay. Like it wasn't too bad. Vladar made the routine saves he had to make, but this really disappointing loss. There's no getting around it. I mean, they self-inflicted themselves in this game here, especially at the end of the hockey game in overtime. Those overtime points are precious. Like especially you got to know situation, time, place, and score of a hockey game when something like that happens. And I mean, that was just disappointing to lose like that.
Well, and the other tricky thing too is like, I mean, you look at what people are saying in the comments. It's like the shame in all of this, and I'm sure that we'll do a post-mortem on this at the end of the year, and like we're not there yet, but like, man, the way that this team played the first half of the season, it felt like a foregone conclusion that they were going to be right there in the mix. And I know that you were kind of doing the math on it pregame about like, hey, you got on a little bit of a run, and you have to jump over a bunch of teams, but like you get a few wins and you're kind of back in it. Can I convince you to look at this and say, like, even if you were able to go on a little bit of a run, this team would not compete in the first round. Like if they somehow,
sure they could. The Eastern Conference, other than Tampa Bay, I mean, Carolina's good too, but
yeah,
that's it. I mean, who else? So you play in the first round. You're going to play the Islanders. You play the Penguins. Like
nobody's giving Buffalo their due.
No, but they wouldn't play Buffalo in the first round.
No, they wouldn't in the first round.
Yeah,
right?
so
they ended up playing the Islanders.
Yeah, it would be
Penguins.
Right, it'd be Islanders or Penguins if you got in. Most likely, I mean, it could be
because you're looking at it.
Could be Columbus.
You're looking at for making it as one of the teams in the Metro.
Well, that's the path.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not going to get in as they're further behind the wild card than they are in the division, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, yeah. Do I think that they could compete with an Islanders or a Pittsburgh or a Columbus in the first round? Sure, absolutely, they could. They ain't going much further than that, but they could have hung in that first round. Yeah.
Anything can happen. Especially with the teams that are all kind of the same.
I want you to dress up like PJ Bundy from do you ever see Angels in the Outfield?
Yes.
It could happen.
It could happen.
I don't remember that.
That should be Halloween. I'm going to send that to you. All right, well, Flyers go into the Olympic break with an Olympic-sized turd. They pick up a point. Everybody give pats on the back to one another. We
as Billy Barber used to say, cherish the point. You remember he used to say that all the time, right?
He'd come in there after and he'd say, all right there, boys, it wasn't a great finish, but we welcome the point. We'll take it. We're thrilled about it. We'll move on to the next game and kick the living crap out of that team. We'll get the 2 points there. You guys knew the story about when I was supposed to have Billy on the interview on the radio. Yeah.
So great.
Yeah.
So great.
Yeah.
All right. Programming notes. We will not be back in this building doing a press row show for 20 days. The next time that we are back in this building
it's a Saturday.
Is February. No, I'm sorry. I'm wrong. It's not even 20 days
until
we're back here. 21 days. No, longer than that.
23
days. They're going to play 2 away games. In 20 days, they play at Washington.
Andrew, I think we just realized that I'm going to have to now spend the next 23 days going back through all the predictions and make sure that the math is correct.
Now, I did a double check on it and a triple check. You can certainly do it, but so we'll be back in this building in 23 days.
Yeah.
Flyers will be hosting the Bruins then. But the good news is, if you want hockey talk, if you want some of the hilarity that we bring to the table, don't forget we will be doing a Snow the Goalie radio every Wednesday, even during the break. This week we are going to be, this upcoming week we'll be in Bordentown. The week after, I believe we're at, is it Parks?
No,
it's Bordentown, then Malvern,
then Parks.
Then Malvern, then Parks on a Wednesday, and then that Saturday,
South Philly.
We're in South Philly.
Yes.
So the first game back in this general area on the 28th, we'll also be doing a pregame there.
Pregame show.
There's a show next week though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Bordentown.
We'll send you the locations there, Bundy.
Yeah.
All right.
So we will be doing shows on Wednesdays. Of course, you can also find. Listen, Bundy doesn't ever tell us when he's going to go on like Kipper's show or any of these national shows, but I'll hold his feet to the fire. So when Bundy's going to be making appearances on stuff, we'll let you know over on the Snow the Goalie channels. And you do the On Pattison podcast with Miss Anelli every Thursday?
Every Thursday, which I didn't do today because they did it live. Bob Cooney did it with him today because it was a live remote and it was later than usual. It was at 5:00 up in Newtown, Bucks County. So, but you might start to see a little bit more Bob Cooney around as well with me on the podcasting trail
Ah.
too. So we'll see.
And I'll be going live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday with the Russ Joy Show, usually in the afternoon. So
And you can catch that on CBC now.
CBC. They didn't ask for permission to use my 5-head. You can't just use my 5-head whenever you want.
Yeah.
You know? Really quick, I did say to Ant I was going to update. I don't know how this happened, but here's where we are. We all hit. I mean, if you look at this, there's a lot of red in here in the last few weeks. A lot of red. It almost coincides with where intern Andrew took over doing the tweet. He went on a very bad cold streak.
Well,
I
me
saw
too.
it.
But as of today now, through 56 games, including tonight, in fourth place is Bundy with 24 points. In third place is Anthony with 30 points. No, yes. In second place with 32 points is intern Andrew. And I lead this shenanigan fest with 33 points.
Yeah, I'm cooked.
Damn.
So it's not over. Bundy, you can go on a tear. If the Flyers can go on a tear to make the playoffs, you can certainly go on a tear to still compete in this competition. I won 2 years ago. Who won last year?
Me.
You did.
Yeah.
Did we? What year is this of us doing this?
Third.
This is year 3. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Intern didn't win one?
No, because the first year he started
he got in
halfway through.
If he had done that over the course
He
of the
was
season,
he
would
had
have
a
won.
great percentage that year.
I choked at the very end of last year.
Yeah.
Blew it.
Intern, anything you want to say to the people before we go on this 3-week Press Row Show break?
No. Not really.
Still trying to get over the McKenna stuff, aren't you?
Well, we'll see what happens with that. Are you guys going to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to watch curling tomorrow?
Will McKenna get...
Is there curling at 4 in the morning?
Yeah.
Wait, really?
When do all the events start? Do they start tomorrow? Everything?
Well,
There
it
was
started
stuff
today.
today.
Some
Oh,
of the stuff
everything
was
was on
today.
today.
Women's
huh?
women's hockey was earlier today.
United States women won their first game.
I'm not watching.
Good for them.
those.
Good for them.
No?
No.
The men's tournament starts.
Not the preliminary rounds.
The men's tournament starts on the 11th, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So, okay. Well,
Oh, did you
what?
want to get into the thing about the skiers that you sent?
Oh my God. Okay, I'm going to talk about this on my show tomorrow. However, The Athletic reported that there is an investigation into ski jumpers. Okay. Now, if you're listening to this with
Yes,
kids,
I read
with
this.
kids around you,
Are there any are these
I'm going-
American ski jumpers too, or
I'll actually pull the story here real quick.
okay?
I'm going to warn people who are listening after the fact or who may be watching and their kids around. Nothing we're about to say is totally inappropriate. However, it's also probably not the most ideal conversation. So I'll give you 5 seconds to hop off and then you can come back later. So there was a thing that came out from The Athletic. There is an official investigation going on because apparently some ski jumpers have been injecting acid. I forget what the name of the acid was specifically, but they are injecting stuff. Here it is. Reports of service here. I'll share this on the screen real quick. This is unbelievable reporting. Well done by the New York Times and The Athletic, now with ads. All right, here we go. Throw this on the screen. Here's the report. Reports have surfaced before the Winter Olympics that alleged ski jumpers are injecting their penises with hyaluronic acid to fly farther. The World Anti-Doping Agency has vowed to investigate. Now, you might be wondering to yourself,
I don't even want to comment on that.
How
I
does-
have no idea how that would impact.
I'm going to
jump.
tell you. I'm going to tell you because I read about it. So I'm like, how does injecting your member, your
Tubular meat.
Magic Johnson with acid, how does that help? Here's how. You ready? There apparently have been, between this and putting clay in the underwear, the idea is that if you enlarge that area and then you go to get fitted for your suit, right? That temporarily means that there's more fabric, right? Once you don't have that acid in your member or you don't have that clay in your undie pants, it reduces drag and creates almost an additional lift. And that minor change in size can get a ski jumper an additional 5.8 meters of distance just from having that extra fabric.
Can I just say, you should be allowed to do that. If you're going to go through all that,
I'm
should
sorry,
be legal.
what?
You should be allowed to do that.
Are you serious?
Yes. If you're going to go to those extremes, that should be legal.
Oh, wait, here we go. Hold on. This was a graphic. Oh, here you go. This is Bundy. You're gonna love this.
I can't believe we're doing this.
Bring
right
back
now.
all the juice, all the roids. Bring it all back. Let everybody get on them again, and you get the best of the best.
This apparently was from the New York Times. Wait till you see this.
I can't wait.
Extra material. Athletes enlarge the size of genitalia when suits are fitted. Excess material can create a sail-like effect. Suits must be no more than 4 centimeters larger than the surface area of their body. For every 2 centimeter increase in suit size circumference, the lift increases by 5%, equivalent to an extra 5.8 meters in jump length.
I'd like to ask, like, who was the first person that thought of this, and just interview them and ask, like, what their thought.
Yeah, like some
was
sick puppy
in
was like,
trying
"Listen, I got this great idea, guys."
That'd be a great interview. Just be like, just walk us through the process. How did this even come into your head?
That might not be the best phrasing there, Andrew.
Yeah.
as we-
Okay. Well, whatever.
Anyway,
Okay.
I don't care.
our advice here on Snow the Goalie is do not inject acid into your
Remember,
regions. Yes. And don't shove clay in your underwear. It just doesn't seem like a great idea. You come here for the hockey talk, you stay for the ski jumping analysis. All right. We'll be back in 23 days. You're on the Press Row Show. We'll see all of you next Wednesday at Chickies and Pete's in Bordentown. Everybody have a great night. Enjoy the Olympics. We'll
take
talk
care,
to each and every
everybody.
one of you
Have a great break.
very soon.